I just want to talk about My Little Pony, a show I've never watched and really don't plan to. Look, I've probably joked in the past about my intense plan to not ever watch it, and it's a joke. Like, I really don't give a fuck. I find it kind of amusing that I think they once had a retarded pony in there and people got upset, which, like, duh, I find that amusing. But I hey Rob, are you still here? Oh, you're still here. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. It's just recording some stuff. Oh well, might as well finish. Okay, I'm just gonna load this up as is. Yeah, the thing is, I don't watch any like American animation aimed at like kids outside of like movies. Sometimes it's not really my thing. I've never seen a Steven Universe or anything. It just doesn't interest me. I wouldn't mind rewatching Farthing Wood. I hear that was pretty fucking hardcore. I remember liking that as a kid. I don't think they'd show that nowadays. But okay, so what like let me just I'm gonna go into a dark place here because let me talk about why I think certain guys are jerking off to cartoon horses, and I have a theory I am sure I am dead right on with this. You see, now this may sound weird, but I don't actually think it's because there's this weird part in our brain which wants to fuck a horse. I think it's because some men are in love with these cartoon horses in the show. And I think that's when you sort of, a new part of the brain emerges which wants to fuck a cartoon horse. Look, I look at it and it's like, first of all the main cast is mostly female to my knowledge. And I'm like, okay, that's sort of, oh, I see where this is going. See, there's this Japanese phenomenon you call like moe. It just means like cute or some shit. But it's like you have these shows aimed at both, young girls with a large dedicated army of like fairly, I would guess, I'll just say it, sort of fairly autistic men, I would guess. And I'm like, okay, this is a really weird market to have, but I can understand how it works. See, I generally hold that sort of affection, like I think there's a lot of people who I think defend the whole Mo stuff as not sexual, and I don't really buy it. I think I think that's denial right there. I think what happens, like, okay, alright, so statistically, I just find this shit funny. I just like to look into it. So statistically, like erotic, fan fiction, fan-made porn, all that stuff, My Little Pony stuff just shoots up, like rarely rises. And I'm like, this is because people are falling in love with these cartoon horses. It's what we call a parasocial relationship. People have it with celebrities, they can have it with fictional characters, they can have it with a fucking cartoon horse. And then you get that parasocial relationship going because, these guys probably, I don't want to make up personal judgments, but they probably aren't in the best place, so to speak. They kind of get that thing where they're kind of like, okay, at some point, they're attached. Like, you see people who get really attached to TV shows and get really upset when, like, a fictional character dies, or when a fictional character they feel is not written correctly. I saw that whole thing with, like, The Last Jedi and Luke Skywalker, and, I didn't really give a fuck that much, to be honest. I'm not that passionate about Star Wars. But a lot of people did. And, like, there are people who would just say it's poorly written, and I wouldn't say they're wrong. I'd just say I think the emotional reaction some people are having over the idea that, you know, this was Luke Skywalker was poorly written in that movie and how they killed him off, is sort of so that some of them have a relationship with a fictional character which isn't exactly healthy. And this can absolutely be sexual. But the thing is, it's like, it's interesting because if you think of like a character who is built to be, like who's the character from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? The like woman from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, like the cartoon, his love interest. Like that was a character who was flat out like built to be as hot as, you know, his really fucking hot American animated woman, whatever. But I guarantee you she has nowhere near as much pornography out there as the My Little Pony girls. I highly doubt it. And that's because there aren't men who have kind of made her their fictional girlfriend, which is why there isn't a whole industry around it. Look, that's my point. My point is, I think it comes from a weird mental state, and, you know, it's kind of a bit fucking sad. I don't think it's actually harmful. There's a lot more harmful stuff out there, but that's my personal take on it.